Grand Rising, y'all. I hope all is well. Just wanted to give y'all prices on Netflix, PLTR, and Bitcoin. Seeing we should get a nice little pullback. Probably nothing too crazy though. But Bitcoin, you gotta look out for. I think, excuse me, I believe Bitcoin we should see 49 towards the end of the month. Until then, we should range between 73-ish, 72-ish to about 80, to about 63, 65K, somewhere around there. But let's go look at Planeteer first. Planeteer just dropped a little bit. It's 30 minutes, go straight to 4 hours. From what I'm seeing, we should at least get a bounce off the 21 moving average, which 147. And worst case scenario, we'll bounce off the 143, which is the 200 moving average. Now, when we break it down to the hour, the next moving average is 149, and after that is 142. So that 143, 142 is possible. When we come to the 30 minutes, you have the 144 at 147 and the 200 at 145. And according to the strength indicators, is have enough room to reach those levels. So we look for a pullback with Planeteer. Now, also, it's something we got to keep in perspective as far as this weekly. It looks like it want to curve up. It definitely does. And that's possibly us touching this 21 moving average, which is 166 or 167.21 to be exact. But it's not guaranteed due to the fact this monthly is also getting weak, showing signs of weakness. So we add the weekly in the mix, it's possibly we can have a jump from where we at to 66, 166, 167. You know, I mean, that's to actually finish out the daily strength indicators. So when we break it down to the 4 hours, it's actually pulling back as we speak. So 147, 140, 147, 145, and 142. Those are good prices to look for a decent bounce. Let's go straight to Netflix. We're showing a little weakness, but the daily's holding up pretty good. Weekly also. So with that being said, the monthly, it's kind of in between. One thing I'm realizing, we having problem breaking this level. This specific level right now is 98.21. That's the 21 moving average. We've been having trouble getting back above that. But if you notice, we get it back above, we can reach 110, 112 with no problem. Or I would say 107, 108 first. Then we should see that 112. But I would like to see these guys climb over that 21 moving average and hold it. As long as it can hold above, this thing is bullish like a moth. But for right now, yes, we still showing some uptrending, but it has to pull back before we get another real impulsive move on the upside. So Netflix, let's break it down to the 1 hour. This thing probably, it should hold, but I'm looking at a 94 maybe, a nice 94 pullback. Nothing major. or this thing can range in this area with a slight pullback, possibly 91, possibly. 91 looks pretty good. That's right here. So it's like if we can get past this EMA 400, that's 40, I'm sorry, that's 94.52. If we can hold that area, obviously we should see the 200 mark, which is 109. That's on the daily. On the 4 hours, it's nothing but the moving average is coming down. So the pullbacks, we should get a pullback to 90, 91, 93, 94, somewhere in those areas. And go straight to Bitcoin. Bitcoin reached that 74. So according to the 4 hours, it climbed over to 69. On a daily, it's trying to reach for the 50-day moving average, which is 75. And the way how the daily strength indicators is actually possible. Same thing for the weekly indicators. This thing is ready to turn around completely. Now, one thing is kind of shaky. It's the monthly. Now, we can get a pump, guys. Don't get me wrong. This thing can pump maybe to the next Fibonacci level, which is 78K, right? And probably towards the end of the month, that will determine whether this thing ready to turn around on the monthly as far as the strength indicators. If not, we should start wicking towards the end of the month and bringing this bad boy back down to 58, I believe, 57. First is going to be 71K, then it'll be 63, and then the 50-day moving average, which is 57. But we also have a Fibonacci level at 49K. Now, if we don't get past that 78 or even 74K, this thing could go back in the dump towards the end of the month. So with that being said, guys, we should be seeing a slight pullback today. Some companies going to get hit harder than others. Some company might consolidate more due to their strength of the bull trend. So with that being said, we want a little more coaching on fundamental and analysis, and also different strategies, how to use those fundamentals to create short-term investment strategies or short-term trading strategies. So with that being said, guys, y'all have a great Thursday, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.